Ready? One, two, 3, 4. That's what we're gonna do, 'cause we're rocking in a brand new year. Rocking in a new thought year. Turn up the smile, wipe off the frown. We're gonna make our lives around. Rocking in a brand new year. Rocking in a new thought year. Shake off the dust, polish off the rust. We're gonna get done all the things we must. We're rocking in a brand new year. Rocking in a new thought year. Struggle, bring in the ease. We're gonna create the life we please. We're rocking in a brand new year. Yeah, we're rocking in a new thought year. All right, play the piano. That's what we're gonna do. We're rocking in a brand new year. Rocking in a new thought year. We're rocking, yes, we're rocking in a brand new year. We're rocking in a new thought year.
That's awesome. What do we call these guys? What are we going to call them? We got a contest going on. You got to read the newsletter and vote. I want to hear. We got to get a name instead of these guys. Hey, these guys. Hey, these guys are good. These guys are good.
Who are those guys?
Welcome. Welcome to these guys and to our community. I'm Theresa Feeberts. And this is the Center for Spiritual Living Cultural Coast, and we are very excited to see you. Those of you at home, too. I know who you are. You're somebody pretty special. Somebody pretty special. Somebody that is actually the form of spirit. The form of spirit. That divine spark of life incarnate into this and that. And you at home, each one of us, is pretty spectacular when you think of it that way. It's easy for us to think of this as the divine incarnation. This has been created by God. It is magnificent. It is beautiful. And so are you.
Mm-hmm.
Same doggone thing. It's pretty spectacular. Love it. And I see you that way. I see you that way. And together we're doing good work. We're creating a world that works for everyone. Yep, that's what we're doing. And this year, we're kicking off this year, 2023, being firmly planted in the science of mind principles, fully rooted. I love this philosophy, this way of life. It's changed my life. There's one person, two people in this room that knew me before I found this teaching. So I think they could attest to it, but I pay them money not to tell you stories. So, but I believe that this teaching is one of the answers. Not the only answer, but one of the answers for humanity. It's one of the answers that we need for us to wake up and see how divine we are and the people all around us are. To be able to approach each other with that love and respect and the ability to see possibility in each other. Woo! So, all that came from a guy named Ernest Holmes, this idea of science of mind. He synthesized, he pulled from different religions, from psychology, from philosophy, and created this thing called the science of mind. And yesterday was his birthday. Yeah! Happy birthday, Ernie! He left this plane of existence in 1960, but he's with us, of course. Of course he is. And so we're going to talk more about him today and more about this thing called science of mind. But I'm going to challenge you right now to not forget that just a few weeks ago we did the burning bowl. Just a few weeks ago was the start of this new year. Right? And you probably made yourself some promises. Did you forget them already? I want you to think about it right now. Think about it right now. Let that picture, let that vision that came to you when we did the ceremony, let whatever you call it, goals, resolutions, whatever you call that desire of the heart and mind to expand in you, as you, through you this year. So you can experience more life, more joy, more love. More of that authentic expression that you came here to be, to share. Bring it into your mind's eye. And let's just know that together this consciousness of greater, more life, more joy, more love. This divine picture that's held in the mind of God for each one of us is something all of us can love and support. So I invite everyone right here and right now to just bring their attention fully to the endless, infinite, eternal possibilities of that one source that brought everyone here. That one creative intelligence, that mind that brings forth all life, that keeps the planets in orbit, that rises the sun and the moon, that which is breathing me now, that essence, that energy of God, by whatever name we choose. What I know for myself and for each one of us, that there's absolutely nothing that stands in the way of this demonstration. of the infinite possibilities coming in as and through right here, right now. There's something in the music, there's something in the message, there's something in the reading, there's something that fuels this desire, this inner desire. And the way is made straight from this moment forward. I know this to be true. I affirm it. I claim it. I celebrate it for myself and for each one of us, and so it is. And so it is. All right. Have at it.
All right, we have
these guys.
Thank you, Theresa. We have a song from Janice Kelly called "Change Your Thoughts, Change Your Life." One, two, change your thoughts, change your life. Change your world with your mind. Change your beliefs, what you see will follow suit. Till everything you need is right here for you. For you to make all your dreams come true. If you want more good, you got it. If you want more grace, you got it. If you want more joy, you've got that too. If you want more love, you got it. If you want more peace, you got it. You need to know it's all up to you. You gotta change your thoughts, change your life. Change your world with your mind. Change your beliefs, and what you see will follow suit. Till everything you need is right here for you. Right here for you. For you to make all your dreams come true. Come true. What I'm simply trying to say is you can have it your own way. Once you choose to use this power you found, 'cause there's an infinite supply of life's goodness for you and I. Once you name it, claim it, spread it all around. You know you can change your thoughts, change your life. Change your world with your mind. Change your beliefs, and what you see will follow suit. Till everything you need is right here for you. Right here for you. For you to make all your dreams come true. Come true. Come true. Change your thoughts. Change your thoughts. Change your life. Change your life. Change your thoughts. Change your thoughts. Change your life. Change your life. Change your thoughts. Change your thoughts. Change your life. Change your life. Change your thoughts. Change your thoughts. Change your life. Change your life. 'Cause you can make all your dreams. Make all your dreams. You can make all your dreams. Yeah, yeah. Come true. Dreams come true. Make your dreams come true. Change your life. Make your dreams come true. Change your life. Your dreams come true. Change your life. Change your life. Change your life. All right, thank you. Is any one of these up here? All right.
Good morning, everyone. How are we doing? My name's Camille Chapman, and I work with young families and young children, and we like to keep things simple. So my reading today is the ABCs of spiritual literacy from this book called Spiritual Literacy, Reading the Sacred in Everyday Life. And it kind of goes through, and we're going to go A to Z, and really think about those principles that will help you, keep some of those resolutions and those goals and that kind of thing. First one is attention. Pay attention, stay awake and totally alert. See with receptive eyes and discover a world of ceaseless wonders. B is for beauty. Walk the path of beauty, relish and encourage its inward and outward expressions. Acknowledge the radiance of creation. There's another B, but I won't read it. C, compassion. Open your heart, mind, and soul to the pain and suffering in the world. Reach out to others and discover the rewards and obligations of deep feeling. D, devotion. Express your feelings of praise and adorations through devotional practices. Pray with words and pray with your actions. E, enthusiasm. This is what I'm good at. Celebrate life with its intoxicating passion. It adds zest to everything and helps build community. Hold nothing back. Faith. Woo! Recognize and accept that there's another dimension to life than what is obvious to us. Live with obstacles, doubt, and paradox, knowing that God is always present in the world. Grace. Accept grace and your world will be larger, deeper, richer, and fuller. Look for its intimations everywhere. Let this seed of the giver of life bloom in your words and deeds. Hope. Let this positive and potent emotion fuel your dreams and support your service of others. Through your attitudes and actions, encourage others never to lose hope. Imagination. Give imagination free rein in your life. Explore its images and ponder its meaning-making moments. And you will always present you with something new to be seen, felt, or made known. J, joy. Woohoo! Rejoice and be exceedingly glad. Find this divine energy in your daily life and share it with others. Kindness. Let spirit flow through you in little acts of kindness, brief words of encouragement, manifold expressions of courtesy. These deeds will add to the planet's fund of goodwill. L is for listening. Cultivate the art of deep listening in which you will learn and lean toward the world in love. All things in the universe want to be heard as the many voices inside of us. Meaning. Constantly try to discover the significance of your experiences. Seek further understanding from sacred text and spiritual teachers. Nurturing. Take good care of the best that is within you. Self-exploration and personal growth continues through our lifetimes and equipped us to tend to the needs of others. O, openness. Hold an open house in your heart for all people and all things. Practice empathy with others and receptiveness toward the universe. P, peace, of course. Protect the Earth's future by promoting peace every day. Your small steps will link you with others who are combating violence in the world. I will add another P for play, since this is another one I'm good at. Be playful. Express your creative spirit and spontaneity. Hurrah the pleasures of being and let loose your laughter. Q, questing. Savor questions. Thrill to the quest. See your life as a journey that quickens your faith and deepens your soul. R is for reverence. The reverence for life. The sacred is in, with, and under all things. Respond with appropriate awe and respect. S, shadow. Give up trying to hide, deny, and escape from your imperfections. Listen to what your demons have to say to you. There's a reason they're there. Teachers, be willing to learn from the spiritual teachers all around you, however unlikely or unlike you they may be. Always be a sensitive student. Unity. In this age of global spirituality, respect differences, but affirm commonalities. Work together with those who are trying to make the world a better place. V, vision. We do this a lot. Practice the art of seeing the invisible. Use the wisdom of your personal visions to renew yourself and your community. Wonder. This is a great one. Cultivate a vibrant curiosity and respect and welcome the reports of your senses. The world is alive and moving around you with rare epiphanies and wonderful surprises. Remember, you are standing on holy ground. X is for mystery. I don't know why. Accept the unknown as part of life. Don't try to unravel the profound mysteries of God, human nature, and the natural world. Love the ineffable. We're almost done. Y is for yearning. Follow your heart's boundless desire. It takes you out of yourself and fosters an appreciation for the multidimensional pleasures of life. And Z, zeal. Be passionately aroused by life. Cherish every moment. Honor your commitments and treasure your kinship with all. Thank you.
Wow, thank you, Camille. Thank you. I want to do the alphabet now. Wow. This next song is from Willie Nelson. Willie Nelson wrote a Science of Mind, a New Thought song. It's called Energy Follows Thought. He knows this stuff too. Imagine what you want to get out of the way. Remember, energy follows thought, so be careful what you say. Be careful what you ask for. Make sure it's really what you want. Your mind is made for thinking, and energy follows thought. Your mind is in control, even when you do not know. And if you let it idle, no telling where you'll go. Wherever you are sleeping, your dreams take you away. Go on with your dreaming, listen to what they say. If you hear spirits talking, their wisdom can't be bought. Apply it to your thinking, and energy follows thought. Is in control, even when you do not know. And if you let it idle, no telling where it'll go. Imagine what you want, get out of the way. Energy follows thought, so be careful what you say.
I love that.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
As I already said, I love this teaching. I don't think I would have committed my life to it if I didn't, right? Seems obvious. And one of the things I really love about it, too, is that it's ever-changing. You know, our spiritual lives are ever evolving and changing, and this teaching is ever-changing as well, because we are changing, and that means humanity is evolving, right? It's all part of that evolution, right? We're waking up to our spiritual magnificence, and as we do, then we are involved in evolution itself. Stretch your mind to really get that you are part of expanding the consciousness of this planet. I know. And maybe even beyond. Right? It's really, I love thinking in those ways, you know. And we build upon what came before us, and we build upon the relationships that we've had, and we build upon the experiences we've had. And so in that, oh, I still have my glasses on. That's weird, huh? So in that, there's no guru. You are the guru, right? In your own life. There's no guru. You're it. You're it. You're it. Right? So it's only our minds. It's our minds and our ability to understand our minds. It's our ability to change our minds. Thank you, Bobby. And thank you, Willie. And our minds are the use of the one mind. Yes? So that's where we've been all month long. That's been our conversation all month long. And Ernest Holmes said, and many of you have probably heard this quote before, there's a power for good in the universe that is greater than you are, and you can use it. So that's what we're doing, right? We're utilizing this power, this invisible essence, this creative intelligence. We are indeed a mind with a body. It just blows your mind, doesn't it? But that's the essence of this teaching that I really love because it empowers me. It says, I don't have to stay in this status quo. If I don't like this, I can be something else. Because there's an infinite supply of whatever it is that I happen to be looking for. And that same truth applies for you. That same truth. And so Ernest Holmes said that to be among the greats, like to be a great person, a great thinker, a great human being, he says, those are the ones who have a vision. And then they go to work to make it come true. Never looking away from it, but with one-pointedness and with calm determination, sticking to an idea until it becomes an accomplished fact. Practical, right? Yeah. Some of us had parents that said, well, keep working on it. You'll get it. It's practical. Never look away. Keep doing it until it's accomplished fact. This is not magic. It is not magic. It's spirituality. It's practical spirituality, and that's who Ernest Holmes was. A practical man, a common man, a practical man. And he didn't want to be idolized. He didn't want to be on a podium. He says, well, he wanted to be at the podium. He didn't want to be on a platform. We've talked about this for the last 2 weeks. You can maybe recite it with me now. There's one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect, and that life is my life now. Yeah. Yeah. And he said we want to bust up the inertia of the thoughts that we've unconsciously inherited. That was last week's talk. That's what we talked about, is all that belief, that soup that Jung talked about that we swim in sometimes is pretty yucky. And so we want to bust that up. So we want to challenge our belief systems. We want to look at it. We want to challenge untested old tapes. We want to be conscious of the script that's operating from within us out, right? What we're creating from. And we have tools that we use, and I touched upon those briefly last week. And what I really want to do today is look specifically at spiritual mind treatment. The main tool, the tool that really Ernest Holmes developed that set us apart from other New Thought traditions, because it's all, you could consider like the Christian denomination, there's a New Thought collective, right? And then there's unity, and there's divine science, and there's, us, science of mind. Well, that really is the key there is spiritual mind treatment, affirmative prayer. So, as I told you earlier in the beginning, yesterday was Ernie's birthday. He died in 1960. He was self-educated. He left home at age 15. He left his parents and his home at 15, left school at 15 to go make his way in the world. And he went to Boston to do this. So he headed off to Boston, and one of the first things he did is he enrolled in a class to be a public speaker, because he already had ideas. His family read the Bible every day together. But what his parents taught was there is absolutely nothing to fear in this world. His parents taught that there's nothing to fear. There's no Satan. There's no heaven, hell, other than what you're going to create, my son. Yeah, pretty cool upbringing. But he then went on to explore and to experience and to study, and he's self-taught. He studied all religions, and when you really get into the nuts and bolts, Hinduism is really at the center of a lot of what he taught. And it's really amazing to me, because we think of, I don't know, maybe I have ascribed, you have to be very learned and to be worldly, you study, you get a PhD. That wasn't his path. It wasn't his path. He was a simple common man, as I said, and he developed a simple, practical teaching, a powerful teaching with a powerful tool. And it wasn't about knowing everything in the world. And that's not what we teach, that we have all the answers and that we know everything. That's not what we teach. But we do teach that there's an evolving, continuous spiritual unfoldment happening in life. And that we do that. We reach plateau, and then we go to another plateau, and we go to another plateau, and that's what he was all about. One of his dear friends was Reginald Armour, and they were good friends for 45 years, and Reginald wrote this book about him, and in there he talks about some of these things. So he became a public speaker, and then a teacher and an author. He wrote over 100 books. An author, a healer, and a mystic. And he didn't want to be labeled a mystic. But he said he spent hours a day in meditation, pondering these concepts that I say are just like, phew, they blow my mind, right? He'd sit with them and contemplate them for hours and hours and hours. And he developed within himself this absolute conviction and this lived experience of seamlessly being one with Source, knowing that all the time. I've heard amazing stories of him healing himself and other people, just amazing stories. So we know of the law of attraction, the law of cause and effect. He developed this way of using it. And again, like I said last week, it's not something that governs us. I think a lot of times people think cause and effect, it's like I'm governed by cause and effect. I'm at the mercy of cause and effect. I am punished by cause and effect. That is so not true. You control cause and effect. You are in the driver's seat of that. You are here to master that. It's for us to use. It's a power for good in the universe, greater than we are, and we can use it. It's for us to use. Yeah. Ernest Holmes said, God is not only a hard, cold principle. And that's what he taught. It's a law. It doesn't care who you are. It doesn't like the person sitting next to you better than it likes you. Right? And there's not more good in some other place than there is right here for you. It doesn't play favorites. We don't have to make it love us. We don't have to be good enough for it. Yeah. Those are big ideas. Those are good ideas, aren't they? Yeah, they're good ideas. So he says, God is not only a hard, cold principle, but it's a warm, loving presence. And he came to know that warm, loving presence and to be that. When he was in the it is said that when you were in his presence, you felt, seen, heard, loved, known, and your highest potential was known. That's what our practitioners do, you know? You look around the room at our practitioners. Somebody's telling you a story, and you're listening with your heart open, in love, and you know their greater truth, though. Yeah. You know a greater truth, a greater reality for them. So there's only one life, one law, from which all things come. Can I remember that all the time? Can I remember that when my 94, almost 95-year-old mother-in-law fell Friday? Bobby spent the day in the hospital, in the emergency room with her, and she had partial hip replacement last night. She already has some dementia. We're concerned. What is the anesthesia going to do to her? Can I remember in that moment these things? I'll tell you, pretty much I can. Where I have trouble, and I don't mind admitting it, because I know how you love when you see that I am infallible, or I'm not infallible. Where I struggle is with busyness, when I'm just so busy and I can't stop. Rev G, I'm so proud of you for taking a vacation. I'm envious. I look at that and I'm like, damn, why can't I do that? Well, you know what? I can. I don't. I fully recognize that that is on me. That's what I want us in a gentle, loving way to recognize. It is always on us. Right? We're not the puppet of this machine or the man in the sky with the robe and the gold chains, you know. Ernest Holmes said, keep it simple. Keep it simple. Keep it simple and keep practicing. Keep it simple and keep practicing. Kim Ballou is staying at our house right now. Many of you know her. She's going to be here next week with Matthew. I'm very excited. And Bobby and her were talking about playing an instrument, learning to play an instrument. And Bobby said to her, well, the more you practice, the better you get at hearing when you're in tune. Isn't that the truth spiritually as well? The more we sit, the more we practice, the more we know when we're on or off. Like, oh, that was an off thought. What, you know, what's behind it? What's the belief? How can I change it? Change your thinking, change your life. That's it. That's it. In this month, there's 5 of them left back there. Maybe this one's number 6. I'll give them to you for free this morning because it's near the end of the month. Here she is. Reverend Dr. Marilyn Leo is the daughter of Reginald Armour. She grew up knowing Ernest Holmes. She wrote the daily reads. So it's fascinating. It's wonderful. These people have been studying. She's been studying this her entire life. Her entire life. And she says we have to be conscious, and we have to have patience, and we have to practice. It's not magic. It's not magic, right? So, change your life, change your thoughts, change your thoughts, change your life. Spiritual mind treatment, otherwise known as treatment, affirmative prayer. I personally like, a lot of my colleagues don't like using the old language, spiritual mind treatment. People don't know what that is. It's, it's confusing. To me, it's exactly what it says. Spiritual. I am uplifting to the highest possibilities my mind. I am treating it with a new idea. I am giving my mind a new idea about this stuff that's in front of me that I don't like, that I want to change. I am going to raise my vibe around it. I mean, there are other words we can use, but I don't know. Spiritual mind treatment seems to still work for me. John Waterhouse, who is the very recently retired founder, senior minister of the Asheville Center for Spiritual Living, wrote 5 Steps to Freedom, which is the 5 steps of spiritual mind treatment. And he says, God is not an observer in our lives. God's not an observer in our lives. God is the consciousness of our lives. Pew, right? God's the consciousness of our lives. That's not what you probably grew up thinking about God, but try it on. God's the consciousness of our lives. And he says that the way we live our lives, which I think, Camille, was in your reading, is our prayer. The way we live our lives is our prayer. That is what we're telling the universe that we want more of. The way we live our lives. So he's got these 5 steps. They're very practical. So Ernest Holmes developed the 5 steps. John's explaining them to us in more modern day language. And I'm going to give them to you here. We're going to go through them. Again, most of you know these. Many of you have studied them for years. But the practicality and the simplicity of this teaching is so wonderful. And my husband tells me all the time, keep it simple. Keep it simple. All right. So the first step is recognition. We started 2 weeks ago. God is. Remember, my talk title was God is, I am, we are. All right, God is. Step number 1. God is. What is God? What do you think about God? We're going to raise our ideas about God to the highest possibilities, and we're going to start stating it until we really feel it. Now, I told you last week that, I've told you a million times probably. When I first found this teaching, felt like a victim, didn't feel like I was connected to life. I felt like I was floundering, and I used the phrase, I live in a loving and supportive universe, because I didn't feel like I did. Today, I absolutely believe it. I am the love and the support of the universe. I now am that portal, right, for the love and the support of the universe. So, takes practice. Takes practice. God is. That's a radically different that's a departure from what we grew up with. But it is omniscient. It's all-knowing. It's omnipresent. It's everywhere. It's omnipotent. It's all-powerful. You grew up with those thoughts, right? But it's not out there. All of that is in here. That knowing, that presence, that love, that wisdom. It's here. It's here. It's not out there, and I don't have to do anything to get it, earn it, right? It's here. And if you're like me, you have to fake it for a while. So you fake it until you make it, right? You keep telling yourself, and you find the phrases and you find the affirmations that work for you. If it's financial issues that you're struggling with, then you want to say it is abundant. It is everywhere present. It is fueled by an endless supply coming from the infinite invisible. That flow is never blocked. It's always moving. It's always coming into form. Whatever it is, you make that God is so real, so palpable for you. That's what we do in the first step of treatment. Second step, God is, I am. All that is me. All that is expressing here in, as, and through me. I hear some kind of little buzz. I don't know what that could be. Might be right here. I actually just touched something. So anyway, we'll keep going. Unification, we call it. I am. And I'm going to see myself in that same light, that same essence, that same divine, infinite possibilities. That is me. And it's not partial. I'm not a part of God. Its fullness is here. Its fullness is right where you are. Like a hologram, like a mirror. When it breaks, every little piece is still showing the full picture, right? The full picture, the full thing, right where you are. The fullness, the allness. Beautiful. So my good, then, doesn't deplete yours. I can have an abundant, fabulous life, and it takes away from no one because there's an infinite supply, right? So I unify with that. I want to share, you've heard this maybe before, but I love the way John does it, so bear with me. As a wave is to the ocean. Imagine for a moment a wave as it swells and crashes in the ocean. What is the relationship of that wave to the entire ocean? Actually, they're the same. They're the same. The wave is an expression of energy within the flow and function of the ocean. The wave is the ocean, even though we see the wave and are unable to see the entire ocean. The ocean and the wave are the same in every way other than size and form. Now, if you consider that the waves represent us, and the ocean represents the wholeness of spirit, we can see that everything that exists within spirit exists within you and me. The relationship between the ocean and the wave, between spirit and you and me, is the same because we exist within the essence of spirit. We are able to experience and express life in the same manner, using the same principles of creation with which spirit experiences and expresses all life. Makes me want to tear up, you know? I love it. I love it. So that's the first two steps. And then the third step is our declaration, our claiming, our where we're going to demonstrate from what it is that we want to experience. This is where we use our voice to claim our good. Ernest Holmes said, the outcome we seek already exists in the mind of spirit, and it's available to us according to our belief. Who else said that? Jesus? Jesus said that. Right? Yes. Yeah. So last week, I'm going to remind you, we talked about you need to analyze those thoughts because you're creating from those thoughts. Garbage in, garbage out. Cause can always be changed, though. That's where we're empowered. That's for us to use. If you don't like what's going on, you look at it, you change the thought behind it, right? I've talked about truth versus fact. Fact might be there's no money in the bank account, but the truth is you're one with infinite supply. We want to look for those spiritual principles. The fact might be that my mother-in-law right now is going to have to go through rehab to learn to walk again on this partial hip replacement, right? But what's the truth? That she is an infinite divine being, that she is the incarnation of the divine, and that she is one with life through infinity, that her soul is on a journey. Yeah, and it's not for me to know what that journey is. It's only for me to know it's blessed. Yeah. That's a big one to learn because we do want to control. So when we want to claim, we need to be present tense about it. We're going to apply whatever this is, our statements, to our own personal life, and we are going to apply it in the now. It's present tense. It's not will happen. Those that have done classes with me know that's the word, that's the nails on the blackboard. Don't say, I will. God will bring this to me. Oh, no, it's here now. I am to open to it. I am to recognize it. I am to claim it. I am to accept it. It is here now, right? So it's present. It's positive. We're not going to talk about what we don't want. We're talking about what it is we want. So we have to know what we want. Sometimes you might need a little help with that. You might need a journal or something to get yourself there. And we want to be precise about those qualities. Is it the red Corvette? Or is it a feeling of freedom? Is it both? That's fine. This is something greater. It might be a red Lamborghini. That's got a better price tag on it for you. I don't know. But always check in with what that quality is that you want to experience. Because remember, this is God experiencing life through you. God doesn't need a Lamborghini. But a freedom of expression, right? A freedom of expression. I could go on and on and on. Obviously, I can't. There's 2 more steps. Gratitude. We know that opening our heart in gratitude does amazing things for us, doesn't it? It does amazing things for us. A grateful heart isn't something we do for God. We do it for ourselves, to open our hearts. That's what we do. And Eric Butterworth said that it's a causative energy. I agree 100%. Try it on. It's a causative energy. We bring that energy to our prayer. We are grateful for all that already exists in our life and that which is yet to be revealed that I have simply just put my order in for. And then the last step is I release, I let it go. I know that it is already, the universe is making all the crooked places straight, all the doors are opening. It is already in process. Whether I see it or not, I have the faith to know that truth. I let go and let God. We say amen, so be it, and so it is, right? Claiming it, knowing it, not digging it back up. So I want you to try it right here, right now. When we started, you had an idea. Let's go back into that idea with me. And I know the fullness of life, the love and law, that brings all life into form for the sheer enjoyment of participation, for the expression, for the experience of living this thing called life. So I allow that infinite supply to move, to create, to dance, to sing, to be. What it divinely, inherently is, as it has multiplied and diversified itself as each one of us here now. I know that I am an incarnated expression of that one. Each person here, everyone at home, everyone, everywhere, everything is this truth. And I speak this word into that now, which is loving and supported and says, yes, yes, my beloved. And speak into that now. I encourage you to speak into that awareness now. Claim your truth. It is present. It's positive. See it, feel it. Let it gain traction in your mind, in your heart, in your body. I am so grateful. I am so grateful for the infinite flow of God, of Spirit, of Source into form by means of me, by means of each beloved here. By means of everyone with an open heart and an open mind that's claiming their truth right here and right now. I am indeed grateful for for this thing called life, for all the good that is here now and that continues to flood into and through our experiences. I know it is already so in the mind of God, so I let it be in my mind. With expectancy, with peace, with enthusiasm, with clarity. I release this word and I celebrate the manifestation of good in form here, now, and so it is. So it is. All right. Thank you so much for being here with us this morning. Where are these guys? Where are these guys? You're shining. All right. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much, Theresa. Thank you for that. Anchor that idea, everything is going my way. When you're aligned with Spirit, this one's called Everything is Going My Way. Here we go. 1, 2, 1. Everything is going my way. I know I am aligned with Spirit. Everything is going my way. All right, hang on a second. Keep the bass in there. Now I hear it. How about the keys? The keys in there? All right. Everything is going my way. I know I am aligned with Spirit. Everything is going my way. Say it again. Everything is going my way. I know I am aligned with Spirit. Everything is going my way. You can see the world as us and them. Wonder why you can't get a break. No matter what happens, things go wrong. Life seems like a big mistake. I found a way to see the world. Believe we all are one. No matter what happens, things go my way. Life seems like a lot more fun. Everything is going my way. I know I am aligned with Spirit. Everything is going my way. You can't repeat your tales of stress and pain till we know them all by heart. Or create a new story and be the hero. Create a life that's a work of art. Now is the time to claim our good with Spirit as our lead. We're guided and guarded every step of the way, just as we believe. Everything is going my way. I know I am aligned with Spirit. Everything is going my way. Everything is going my way. Sing along with us. I know I am aligned with Spirit. Everything is going my way. One more time. Everything is going my way. I know I am aligned with Spirit. Everything is going my way. Everything is going my way. Everything is going my way. All right. Yes.
All righty. So, I wonder if you're all aware of what was going on while we need a little bit on this mic, James. I believe this is number 8. There we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, yes. So I wonder if you're all aware of what was going on while Theresa was giving her powerful message. This tree to my right and in front of you, this magnificent oak tree, was practicing massive circulation.
Indeed.
Leaves were coming down and bumping into my head as they were falling toward the ground, and they're brown and they're needing to be recirculated. Not once did I hear the tree say, "Wait! I need that back. I need that leaf. I can't afford that leaf. It has to be back." Never, never. Because the tree knows somewhere in that infinite wisdom that Spirit is as that tree, that as it falls to the ground, that leaf is going to rot and transmute itself into nutrients that's not only going to nourish the tree, but it's going to nourish everything else around it. That's the principle of forests. I mean, if you read about trees and the interlocking of roots and how a species will protect its own and the seedlings and all that stuff, that's how it works. That's how it works. That's what Theresa was talking about. That's what Ernest Holmes spent, how old was it, like 71 years talking about. The teaching is now probably old, has been around longer than he was alive. The magazine is coming up on its 100th birthday in a couple years. And so we just need to practice, 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 practice. And we're not going to Carnegie Hall. We're going to a higher place in our own spiritual beingness. So we just learn to give freely, learn to give from that space that said there is more than enough to share, more than enough to be all that we can be in every moment, knowing that in this moment that we simply bless the giver and bless the gift as each tithe, each gift, each offering is prepared, and as our ushers circulate the baskets to collect what is being given. We simply just know that we're rising to a higher place, and all these gifts are transmuted into the powerful ministry we know as Center for Spiritual Living, Cultural Coast. And so it is.
Thank you, Ref G. Let's sing along together. I receive the gift of life and pass it on. I receive the gift of love and pass it on. I receive the gift of joy and pass it on. I receive all good and pass it on. I receive the gift of life and pass it on. I receive the gift of love and pass it on. I receive the gift of joy and pass it on. I receive all good and pass it on.
The microphone again. Next week is our 5th Sunday, and we are doing Spirit Dance. Matthew Frost and Kim Ballou will be with us. We're so excited to have them back, and we know it's going to be just a great day of celebration and praise and all of that good stuff. The week after is Sunday the 5th of February, and that is what we're calling Integration Day. The Center for Spiritual Living Sarasota is closing its doors, and they're all coming over. More people, more fun, right? So there's a sign-up sheet. We're doing a potluck after the Sunday service, so please sign up, bring some food, plan on staying, getting to know our new friends. So we're really looking forward to that. Little note to look south for parking. We know that as the bay has opened up, you know, we have a lot of more people circulating on Sundays. Just head that way. There's plenty of parking near Van Wezel. There's plenty of parking that way. South. I guess that's north, isn't it? Okay, that's south. Okay. Take a look at the newsletter and our website, cslculturalcoast.org. to know what's going on. And any prayer requests, please send email prayer@cslculturalcoast.org or grab any of the practitioners today after for prayer. Thank you. Have a blessed week.
All right, thank you, Camille. And we got one more to close it up with. Let it shine. Please let it shine. Let yourselves shine. Sing along with us. 2, 3, 4. There's a light at the center of everyone. It can light up the world just like the sun. There's a flame within us that can light our way. It can burn away the darkness of a troubled day. Let it shine, let it shine. Let your light shine. Let it shine, let it shine. Let your light shine. Whenever you see darkness, you've got to know that the light is within you. Everywhere you go, whatever you are facing, whatever's on your mind, you can help illuminate it. Let your light shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let your light shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let your light shine. Whatever you are facing, whatever's on your mind, you can help illuminate it. Let your light shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let your light shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let your light shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let your light shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let your light shine. Go out and let your light shine.